Hello everybody and welcome back to FOE Pink Eyes. So in the last one, we're still tackling the conundrum of Puppysmiles being a robot, but we've also learned that she's kind of being like possessed by demons, aka Nightmare Moon, I believe. There's some crud going on with that, slightly concerning. Otherwise, I've already kind of forgotten. Yeah. She's working with a mercenary dude to find the location of her mom. So she's going there now. Chapter 13, Stormy Clouds. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? Yeah, I have, many times. It rains a lot. Ivory Tower. Ivory Tower was a complex of large white structures protected by reinforced ceramite plates. Before the war, the place had been a research and development facility where the mistakes of morale and peace worked together to find non-war oriented uses for the technological breakthroughs of the ministries of arcane science and wartime technology. Nowadays, Ivory Tower was the only settlement on the Big 52 controlled by the Steel Rangers, mostly because it was the only place where you could find technology that hadn't been produced by Solaris Inc., and no pony with half a brain wanted to be near something made by Solaris Inc. Is that because of the robots that killed everybody? What's the actual reason? Oh, the brainwashing. Yeah, that would also probably make sense. Yeah, Solaris Inc., those guys that merged a radio and a vacuum cleaner, created the first sonic weapon ever and putting it in the hooves of a really confused housemaid. They also invented a doorbell that incorporated a thief detection and disposal talisman, successfully electrocuting more than 60 door-to-door sales ponies and a whole platoon of Philly Scouts selling muffins. Oh my god, wow. That is the technology of the future right there. Talk about threat deterrent. The central area of a white building was surrounded by a moat and perimeter fence, defended with automatic turrets and minefields. For more than a century, the place held against every sort of invader. From raiders to organized war bands, today the defenses were looking rather sorry for themselves. The turrets were destroyed and the minefields depleted. Even the perimeter fence has sustained heavy damage, having been cut in several places. The moat was crossed by two bridges on the north and the west side of the complex, where two small collections of shacks were located, mostly warehouses for caravans and places where the traveling ponies could stay for the night and conduct business with the rangers with the roof above their heads. The northern settlement had been almost completely razed, and the debris was used to build a barricade on the Wastelands side of the North Bridge, while the western group of buildings, which had been built around the couple of pre-war structures, had been hastily fortified and featured a pole with flapping banner of Applejack's Rangers. The little fort was guarded by a dozen ponies, some of them still in their teens and wearing light combat saddles. A couple of fully-fledged Steel Rangers in their typical power armor were guarding the bridge itself, while a third was patrolling the rocky area surrounding every tower, followed by a couple of recruits. A fourth ranger was inside the HQ arguing with the young mercenary. Yeah, I can do that, no problem at all, but I want half the caps now and some plasma stuff. Henrietta stretched her arms and reclined in the chair, putting her feet on the old desk. The audacity. Henrietta, you are going to get killed. The paladin cocked her head with a horrified expression on her muzzle. What do I look like, a garage sale? I'll give you a power lance, and that's already worth a fortune, but only when you're finished with the work. Henrietta snickered and shook her head. I'm a gunslinger. Don't offer me your fancy melee stuff. 3 plasma grenades, 2 now, 1 later. Toss in a couple EMP mines and I'm your Griffin. Oh my god, a couple of EMP mines. Dude, they are ungrateful. 2 EMP grenades now, a plasma grenade, and a plasma mine later. Last offer. The pony stretched her hoof towards the Griffin. Henrietta shrugged and shook the pony's leg. Deal, and half the caps now. So you can fly away with them? I don't think so. You won't need them until you're done in any case. The Griffin sighed. Do you know what I think? I think that you don't have the caps. You only hope that I will accept and do the work for you, so that you can try an assault on the fort and then pay me with the caps that are inside the base. I don't think that I want to play this game on the hope that 4 rangers and 15 recruits will succeed in an assault against half a dozen better trained and heavily equipped ponies backed by sentries and behind a solid defense position. The paladin raised her hoof. All right, you damn bloodwing. Have the caps now, but don't expect any gratitude. The young griffin shrugged again. Gratitude doesn't buy bullets. I guess we have a deal. I'll move very soon. Be sure that you guys don't screw up. Alright, when you're finished, come back here and talk with Scribe Melon. Scribe Melon? Dude, I want to meet Scribe Melon. Yo, who's Scribe Melon? If you want to participate in the assault, I could have a little extra for you. Maybe some scavenged equipment. Henrietta was about to reply when the pony in front of her held up a hoof, asking her to wait a moment. The conversation was interrupted by an emergency call from one of the... Wait, emergency call for the Steel Ranger Paladin. My god. First recording of the day. Never goes well. Cold shower copying. Report. Cold shower. So is there a warm shower then? Because I want to talk to that one instead. I don't want to talk to cold shower. The pony lowered her voice, but griffins have a good hearing. Henrietta sat in front of the desk, yawning. This wasn't her business, and she could drift away already, waiting for the night. But that thing about getting scavenged weapons from dead Steel Rangers seemed too good to be true. These ponies had to be really desperate if they made an offer like that to a griffin. Repeat that last part, please. You shot it dead how many times? The paladin's voice betrayed her disbelief. I don't think you can kill something more than once, Goss. Goss Cannon? Is that what I'm understanding? Henry couldn't help but turn her head toward the pony talking in the helmet, but Cold Shower was now ignoring the mercenary, immersed in her new conversation. What do you mean exactly by that? Are you at least sure that it's hostile? The paladin paused, listening for a moment. So basically you shot it because it was creepy, and it didn't even return fire? The griffin jumped on her feet in alarm. Hey, tell your guys to stop teasing Puppy. Oh no. Oh, they're bullying. They were just shooting Puppy, dude. Oh, that's what you get for being a ghoul, I guess. Classic Wasteland encounter. The affiliate yelled, trotted up to the small fort, looking at the rusty barricades and the guards on the perches. Hi, pretty ponies. I'm Puppysmiles. Have you seen my mom? The glares that Puppy received in response to her greeting were mostly those of weathered ponies, tired from the days of restless guard duties and broken by the awareness that they were not fighting some raiders or slavers, the ponies that they had once thought of as brothers or teachers. God, I'm getting some real, Prince of Egypt energy. Thus saith the Lord. No, the filly couldn't find benevolence among this herd. Puppy shrugged and kept narrating her interesting story to her escort. So when Robocult was sent away by the mayor, he decided to save the city all the same. Because, you know, Robocult wasn't just a robot, he was also a super kind pony. As usual, the filly didn't notice the general mood and was already showering the poor patrol with her personal idea of what a pony with metal armor should do. But at that point, Mom found me watching the movie and she turned off the TV. The filly shrugged. Meh, I can't see why she doesn't want me to watch cool movies. I mean, Robocult is a good one. It's so obvious that in the end he'll win. Paladin Goss sighed in frustration, his helmet open. Yes, sure, but I am not this Robocult you're talking about. I'm an Applejack Ranger. It's different. Puppy giggled. You're funny, mister. Not Robocult. I like you. Yeah, whatever. Please, at least put away that dead Parador. It's disgusting. The filly had her pet sitting on her back. If the average pony would fear and hate such a dangerous predator, no pony could feel anything other than pity for that poor puny creature who was missing half its legs and a wing. Still, the foal treated it like a treasure. Ew. Puppy frowned. But Fuzzyball wants to see the pretty ponies. She'll behave, I swear. The paladin faced her. I'm sure she will behave, but there are pet eaters around. It could be dangerous. The paladin felt guilty trying to sell the foal such an evident lie. Pet eaters? Where? Oh no, Fuzzy is in danger. The foal put the carcass of the little Parador inside her saddlebags and started scouting the area in concern. Stay inside the bag. I'll take care of them. Goss' jaw fell. He was trying to say something when one of the acolytes who had been accompanying them started laughing like an idiot, followed by the other two. Buffy stared at the laughing trio, seemingly clueless of what was going on. Ha ha ha, very funny. Evidently, she didn't suspect anything. Goss looked away, trying to be as serious as possible. Right, you can never be cautious enough with those pet eaters around. Now follow me to the leader, and you three, stop laughing like fools and report for duty at the front gates. The paladin trotted away from the small group of acolytes followed by Puppy. Okie dokie, not Robocult. Where are we going to fight crime? For the last time, my name is Goss. Paladin Goss, not Doss. It's Goss. The stallion sighed. This is why I hope I'll never have foals. Oh my god, well, that's an easy thing to fix in the Wasteland, so... The duo finally arrived at the HQ. The stallion opened the door, letting Puppy in before following her. The building was once a school, but now it was mostly collapsed, and all that was left were a couple of rooms and corridors that ended in a small office with white walls and a single desk in the middle. Sitting at the desk, there was another pony with metal armor, and Henrietta. Henry! The foal launched himself through the room, charging the griffin, who effortlessly dodged the hug and caught Puppysmiles just behind the neck. Puppy struggled for a moment, trying to locate her friend. Hey, where are you? See, I told you that we were going to meet again. Still heading south? The griffin put Puppy down and patted her on the helmet, snickering. So, Paladin, this is a friend of mine. Can you keep an eye on her while I'm doing my job? Cold Shower tilted her head while looking puzzled at the feeling. This pony was shot 4 times, and not only doesn't she show any sign of that, but she's also in a good mood. I don't think I should accept her in this place until I know what I'm looking at. Goss, call Scribe Scold. Uh-oh. Oh my god, they're gonna take the suit off, I bet, or at least, take the helmet off. They must be really scared. Oh yeah. You know it's bad when you get into scribes. Ah! Ouch. Puppy didn't care very much about the paladins. Now she had Henry, and this was way better. Yup, Mom is somewhere in the White House is on the other side of the bridge. I was going there and I met these pretty ponies and Mr. Not Robocult. The foal finally succeeded in hugging the griffin. I'm so happy to see you again. Tell me you won't leave me alone this time. Henry cleared her voice, looking away from the village. Actually, I have a couple of things to do, but I'll be back if you wait for me here. It won't take long. Puppy frowned for a moment, asking uncertainly, will you take Silky Tail with you? Sickly who? Oh, the doll? Yeah, sure. Why not? The filly sighed in relief. Then it's alright. Just let her help you. She's good. The griffin patted Puppy on her helmet. Cool. Now stay with the rangers and behave. Don't make them mad and don't run away. When I'm back, I'll let you hang with me, alright? No, they're gonna execute her once they find out she's a ghoul. Yeah, Puppy waved goodbye to Henry when she left the room, curious to see what was going to happen next. She's gonna get shot. She's going to get shot. That's all I'm saying. I also find it very interesting that, like, Henrietta thinks she's in, like, a spot to, negotiate, kind of. They have power armor. Henrietta does not have power armor. It's almost like a losing battle. Like, why are you trying? Well, I guess if they're desperate, right, they'd do anything. But, yeah, Ivory Tower, 52. I swear this was a location in the original story also. Oh god, Scribe Scold. Oh god, Judge, Jury, Executioner. This guy. Yeah. Scribe Scold was an old pony who had trained many acolytes over the years, and his cruelty and coldness toward every pony made him infamous among the young recruits. There was only one way to gain the old scribe's respect, and that was by doing a perfect job every time. When he turned against the Steel Rangers joining the Applejacks, every pony had been surprised by his choice. In fact, a lot of acolytes were still thinking that he was a spy. Scold approached Puppy and looked into her eyes while talking with Paladin Cold Shower. Can't a lot ghouls have the same scars as usual ghouls? I don't think she's one of them. That's a bold assumption. Can't a lot ghouls have the same scars as usual ghouls? I'm not sure how that works. Is he sugarcoating it? I'm not sure. The paladin sighed, sitting behind her desk. Then what could this foal be? She survived 4 direct hits, 1 in the head and 3 in the heart. Oh my god. Ouch. She got shot in the brain, probably, assuming, and 3 bullets in the heart. Can I has a red cape too? With those words, Puppy grabbed Scold's cape and looked at it in amazement. I like the golden thingies. Gold is pretty. Princess Celestia's color. When I'm Big Pony, I want to be a princess too, but I need the gold, please. Runes. They're runes, and you can't have it. Now sit down and behave. The scribe turned back to the paladin. It could be something necromantic. I'm almost sure of that. If we had access to the library, I could do some research, but at the moment, I can only guess. Oh, this is so interesting. We're gonna get more lore. Why can't Hazza have it? I can give you something in exchange. It's a barter. It's cool. Big ponies do barters every time and it's okay. Not like when I changed my breakfast for 2 marbles and then I was really hungry and Mom scolded me. This is okay. The paladin nodded, trying to ignore Puppysmiles. So what's your guess? Skull gave a stern look at the foal. No, I don't intend to barter my cape with you. Now behave and wait until the big ponies are done talking. The scribe sighed before going back to cold shower. I remember reading something about these rad suits. They were less than affected during the Cantalot attack, and almost every foal wearing them was turned into a ghoul. Scold paused for a moment, looking at that filly, still trying to pull off his cape. Not this one, I'd say. Maybe I should run a diagnostic test on the suit to see what comes out. Status: deceased. Stabilized. The old scribe connected his pit bug to the data socket on the puppy's suit. Data socket of puppy's suit, keeping the foal still with the other leg. Now please stay still for a couple of minutes. Can I hug you? You are funny. I like you. Puppy paused for a moment, pondering. And I like your cape. Did I say that? Cold Shower couldn't help but chuckle despite the situation. This won a grim glare from the scribe. Yes, you can hug me as long as you stay still. Now, let's see what we have here. Scold frowned. It says she's deceased. No heartbeat, no body temperature. Actually, no body at all. Just 2,000 bone fragments and 180 grams of organic matter. No, definitely not a ghoul. 2,000 bone fragments. How does she have eyes? Oh, 80 grams of organic matter. Nobody at all, just 2,000 bone fragments and about 180 grams of organic matter. I guess the fragments are because she got shot up a lot. No, definitely not a ghoul. Teehee, Red Cape talks funny. Yeah, Scold, stop talking funny and give me a version for the troops. Since you rejected my application as a scribe, I'm more into guns than scholarship. There was no bad blood in Cold's words, but the scribe occasionally needed somebody to remind him that he wasn't in his classroom. I still don't know. I can just say what she isn't. Skull looked back down at his pit bug, reading the results of his analysis. The artificial intelligence of this suit is intact and working perfectly, so I'm pretty sure this is not a crazed robot. Oh, look at this. The main healing talisman failed 200 years ago during a reboot. A 1 in 1,000 chance, probably caused by a short circuit or a flawed component. This activated the backup talisman. The backup talisman. So the main talisman was destroyed, so I wonder if that means for all the other little foals and everybody else who got a suit back then. Oh, wait, man, we're in some serious lore territory. Cold Shower raised an eyebrow. And why this should be interesting? The scribe snickered. Because the backup healing talisman had different function to the main healing talisman. The paladin snorted. Yeah, give me your information a bit at a time. Do you want to finish this thing, or are we going to wait for the morning? Scold sighed, ignoring the paladin's comment. This thing doesn't seem to contain a single healing spell, just a program to manage and inoculate potions from the suit's stash. No, wait, there's something else, but I don't recognize the matrix. It uses zebra runes! Necromancy! 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 What the heck could zebra runes be doing inside a healing talisman? Actually, the two ponies had the answer in front of their muzzles, gently tugging at the scribe's cape. Cold sighed and muttered, they could save 180 grams of organic matter? The scribe kept working with his pit bug. Yes, a partially decomposed heart, I'd say. This is interesting. Scanning the inside of the suit, I can see a couple of deformed high-caliber bullets floating in the heart's proximity as if they hit it without damaging the organ. Scold pondered for a moment. Let's see if I can access the registry of that talisman. Then I could see how it was supposed to work. All this talking was plain boring. Puppy was a notoriously patient filly, but not even the most patient pony in Equestria would have been able to stand all that blah blah blah. So the filly in yellow put her hooves in the scribe's pockets and started browsing through his possessions. A quill, some paper, a book, a pair of glasses, snap, a monocle, another monocle. Hey, what's this? She broke his glasses. Turned it into a monocle. Puppy took a brushable plastic phone. Dude, she's just like rummaging. It's like a classic like Elder Scrolls or Fallout you sneak behind pickpocket. Oh, look at all that. Oh, look at that. Huh, why do you have this kind of item on you? Oh, that's weird. Puppy took a brushable plastic pony out of Scold's pocket. It was green and white unicorn with a broad smile. And a leer as a cutie mark. White? Why white? I would say Lyra, but I'm not sure white unicorn makes sense. I know green and white. Where's the white? Doll, it's so cute. The filly started petting the doll's mane. Brushy, 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 bruh. What the? Hey, give her back! The scribe snapped the doll from Puppy's hooves, putting it back into his pocket. Play with your own dolls. This is an action figure, and it's very delicate, and... Skull's eyes met cold showers, and he realized what just happened. No, oh, no. It's a toy. I confiscated from an acolyte. It's not mine. Uh-oh. No, sir. I did not catch you playing with your dolls again. Puppy's eyes widened as soon as she heard that the doll hadn't a proprietor. Not yours. I can has that then. I'll love her and pet her and have tea with her and we'll always play together. We will be best friends forever. I'm calling her Bon Bon, and I'll make her mane pink. Skull's composure evaporated when he heard about dyeing the doll's mane. Her name is Lyra, and you can't has it. It's it's confiscated material and needs to be scheduled and classified. An amused evil grin appeared on the paladin's muzzle as she walked around the desk and tried toward the duo. Oh, don't be strict, Scribe Scold. I'm sure that we can let a little filly play with a foal's toy, right? Cold Shower was smiling widely, but she would have needed even more teeth to really show just how much fun she was having right now. Oh, that evil Cold Shower energy for sure. See? Robocult says I can has it. Gimme. The fool tried to pick Skull's doll again from his pockets, but this time the scribe was on edge and blocked her. It's mine, okay? Lyra is mine. I can't give her to you because I like her. Are you happy now? The scribe's expression changed while he looked at Cold Shower after. All safety and mutual destruction could be an option. You can have a tour from the paladin's room if you wish. She will be very happy to let you rummage in her corners because I am sure she has nothing embarrassing to hide. Am I right, Paladin Robocult? Shower's smile died as she quickly coughed and looked away. I'm sure we'll find some pretty toy for you, little one. Now, please behave and stay put while the scribe finishes her work. The possibilities of what could be in there are truly endless. We'll be right back after these messages. Type of energy. Buffy smiled in glee. A promise of new toys was good enough for her to let this funny pony with a red cloak mess with her spacesuit for as long as he wanted. Okie dokie. Skull sighed and launched Elastic using glare at the paladin. Could you please stop grinning like that? I'm trying to focus here. The scribe went back to his instruments, mumbling, oh, please, you're kidding me. They couldn't include such a feature in a healing talisman. Cold Shower looked puzzled at Scold. What did you find? Is it as bad as it seems from your face? I'd say it's worse. Some pony at the Ministry of Peace went to extreme lengths to make sure that these foals didn't die. That they weren't allowed to die. Oh my god. Weren't allowed? What do you mean by weren't allowed? The paladin raised an eyebrow. I mean that the last resort of the backup talisman consisted of some sort of necromantic spell. I'm not sure how it works, but it seems to bind the life of the patient to what's left of her. The old scribe sighed. Luckily enough, it doesn't seem too powerful a spell. I think it could be undone, but it will take a lot of time and study. Moreover, it will require way more magical power than just my own, and I need my library. Interesting. So the suit is not the issue. The suit is not controlling Puppysmiles. Puppysmiles is being controlled by a backup healing talisman that gives her necromantic properties and the ability to stay alive after death. Cold Shower whistled. Talk about tough love. How could somebody do something like forbidding you to die? Is that even possible? Objected the mayor. Since we are facing it, I'd say it is. I'm not an expert of necromancy myself, but I can tell that the talisman itself isn't in great condition. It stayed active for 200 years with just a single spark of energy. I can't explain it. This shouldn't work at all. There must be something else, an external factor maybe. The paladin tilted her head. So basically the foal is some sort of ghost? Honestly, I feel like they fit the description of the gelatinous blob enemy type. The paladin tilted her head. So basically the foal is some sort of ghost. Skull tapped his chin. I'm not sure. I need to study the phenomenon a little longer. I think that the talisman somehow linked everything together. The suit, the pink goo inside it, and the remnants of the foal's body. A ghost? I don't think so, but I couldn't say it. Technically, this poor creature shouldn't even be capable of walking around. Its magic isn't strong enough. Instead, she behaves like a foal, has memories and acts as if everything about her was normal. The old scribe paused for a moment, rubbing his eyes. Looking at this log, the suit went almost dead and didn't move at all for 2 centuries. Then all of a sudden, its batteries got charged, way above their maximum capacity, and every spell inside the suit began working at 5 times its effective potential. I can't explain this with science nor magic. Maybe she's a ponygeist. With a very tight expression on his muzzle, Scold snickered and let go of Puppy's hoof. Alright, we're finished here, little one. Luna. Luna's the magic energy spike. It's gotta be it. It's gotta be. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, blobby blob blob blob. Puppy smiled back at the scribe and replied, Yay, now I have to go and find my mom. But I'll be back for the toys. Bye-bye. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not gonna count that one. That one, I literally have to count my fingers at, like, military time when we do crud like this, and I'm not gonna bother. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I did it anyway. It's 7:45. Puppy pouted looking at the closed door, but I have to go find my mom. I can't stay here. The filly banged at the door, but no pony answered her. She was trapped inside the classroom. Those stupid robocults put the filly in the room, luring her with the promise of toys, and now she was sitting in some sort of kindergarten, prisoner of those mean ponies. Well, they actually gave her some dolls and a lot of crayons and even a super nice coloring book, but she had no time for this. She had to find her. Oh, look, this picture has butterflies. No, puppy, you must resist. You have to find, whoa, a golden crayon. It's actually the color of gold. I can color pretty Princess Celestia with this, and she will be super identical to the real one. No, Mom comes first. Puppy was a filly on a mission. The foal put down the super cool crayons and looked away. These fancy things won't keep her down. Never. Is that a real teapot with the real teacups? Puppy lost her battle. Oh man. I know that was a tough challenge right there. I'm not surprised she lost. There was a lot of possibilities. Not even 5 minutes later, the situation was critical again. Gasp! Miss Fuzzyball ruined Rarity's gala dress, and if they don't find a golden crayon, the whole gala would be spoiled. But look, here comes pretty Princess Celestia with a gold crayon. And there was Rainbow Dash, too. The gala was saved. Yay! Now it was time to celebrate with a good cup of tea. Puppy was moving the dead Parador and some other dolls around, talking to herself with a very focused expression on her muzzle. It was clear that she couldn't be distracted. The gala was completely depending on that tea party. Scold moved away from the window, shrugging. It seems that she won't be a problem. Keep a couple of acolytes at the door, just in case something happens. And get back to tonight's assault preparations. Cold Shower shivered, following the scribe. She seems so oblivious. What should we do with her? It doesn't seem right to keep her prisoner like that. Sooner or later she will try to go and find her mother again. The old pony sighed. I think I can dispel her curse. The spell is weak enough, but I must study the ritual, and I'll need other unicorns. But will she die? The concern in the paladin's voice was evident. Scold replied slowly, talking deliberately, as if he tried to explain a very easy but vital concept to a simple mind. She's already dead, Cold. That little pony deserves her eternal rest. She shouldn't even exist. But she doesn't seem to care. We could at least try to see if her mother is still alive. Maybe she's a ghoul. If she lived here, there could be information about her in the library. The scribe shrugged. Which brings us back to our original problem, getting back my library. So put a couple of acolytes guarding the room and start the preparations for tonight. When I leave the instruments, we will discuss how to solve this problem. Okay, so 2 options. Scold thinks it's best to execute Puppysmiles and send them on their way to the afterlife. Can't say that's the worst idea given Puppy's situation. I think that might be a good idea. But on the bright side, Cold wants to at least maybe see if their mother is still alive first. Now, I do agree with that option a bit more. I think we should do that one. And if her mother is dead, then we kind of, strangle the child, put him down, It's just not right. A little more pink in the clouds, and done. Puppysmiles looked amazed at her new creation. Who said that you couldn't paint a picture using only pink? Pink went with everything. Now she just needed to stick it to the wall with the others. Boom! The windows shook, and for a moment there was a big red flash outside, making Puppy turn on her tail and stare in the curiosity. Fireworks? Boom! Another red light flared outside, and a window shattered, launching glass shards all around the place. Sharp window fragments rained on the floor of the desks and against Puppy's helmet. The foal didn't care. Instead, she stuck her head outside to get a better look at whatever was happening. Yay, fireworks! Lucky Puppy, this was great show. Past the bridge on the other side of the moat, a lot of ponies were running and playing, throwing fireworks and a lot of other noisy and colored lights to each other. For sure, these robo-cults knew how to party hard, and Puppy wanted her share of fun. The foal headed for the door, but she remembered that it was closed. Obviously, this didn't discourage Puppy. She jumped through the window. Landing on the road outside, the filly in yellow hesitated. Leaving behind all those toys and pretty drawings was not easy, but every pony has to make sacrifices in order to follow her goals. What did Soft Air say? One day she would have to make sacrifices and find that not everything was easy. You have to leave something of yours behind if you want to go on. Get it? The afterlife? You want to go on? Wink, wink. Puppy now knew that the ugly pony was right, and Trigger happy too, but she was a filly on a mission and she wanted to see the fireworks from closer, so goodbye, pretty toys. Oh, and she still had to find Mom. Finding Mom was important too. Go, Puppy! Alright, time approximately 22:15, location Ivory Tower, Big 52. The whole area between the bridge and the main research building entrance had become a battlefield. The 4 Applejack's Rangers was supporting the attack with their heavy weapons, but the real assault was performed by the acolytes, protected only by light armor and armed with light caliber weapons, like assault rifles and SMGs. When Puppy crossed the bridge, Paladin Goss didn't notice her immediately, and she slipped past him before he could react. Fuck, what is she doing here? Shower, the ghost is on the field. Dude, that's your special. That's your elite operative right now, dude. That's the hero you called in. The Paladin tried following Puppy, but he had to dive behind cover again when a barrage of bullets hit his position. No can do. If I move, I'm dead. Moreover, Group 2 needs cover. Puppy noticed a young male lying beside a smoking crater. As the foal approached, he could see that a pool of red had formed beneath the sleepy pony, that it was continuing to grow. Hey, is something wrong, pretty pony? Puppy poked the acolyte, who opened an eye weakly. Please help me. I don't want to die. Oh, it's a lady. The soldier's voice was feeble, and she couldn't even move. The filly in yellow gently patted the acolyte's mane. Don't worry. Fireworks can be a little scary, but you are a big pony, so you don't have to cry. Oh my god, that's demonic. The dying pony stared up at her blankly, and I even hear the foal's comforting words. I don't want to die. She was a young mare, probably a fresh recruit at her first and last battle. Oh, rip. R.I.P. That's kind of depressing. Not gonna lie. It's kind of grim. There. Puppy sat down next to the pony, continuing to stroke her mane. I'm here, don't worry. There's nothing to be scared of. When the fireworks end, we will go and buy cotton candy, okie dokie. The first time Puppy saw fireworks, she was scared too, but Mom bought her cotton candy and she stopped sobbing. It must have worked even with this pony because she stopped whimpering, and now she was simply crying. A couple of bullets hit Puppy in the torso as she sat beside the mare, but she hardly noticed. Oh man, Mom, sorry. Why'd I ran away? The acolyte's dying words were barely a whisper as her last breath left her lips. Don't worry, Miss Pretty Pony. Moms are good and nice. She will be happy to see you again, even if you ran away. Maybe she will scold you, but I'm sure she cares. The dead pony didn't reply, so Puppy tried poking her. Are you alright, Miss Pretty Pony? Mr. Voice, is this pony alright? Why did you ask for Mr. Voice sooner? Analyzing. Negative. Applejack Rangers. Acolyte. Condition? Deceased. Puppy frowned. Oh, like Henry's dad. Finally, Puppy seemed to catch up with the situation. Hey, Mr. Voice, are these ponies playing or fighting? These ponies in the area are fighting, though none of them are marked as hostile towards you. Only point defenses are marked as enemies. To reinforce the suit's words, another couple of bullets hit near Puppy's position, and one partially cracked her helmet. Warning, breach in the containment layer. Repair talisman activated. Hostile count 2. Hey, look, where you point those things. Puppy stood on her hooves, leaving the dead pony and trotted toward the nearest group of acolytes who had found shelter behind an upturned cart. Stop fighting, it's dangerous. Your friend is very ill. One of the 3 soldiers stood at the filly and yelled, What the fuck are you doing here, filly? Find some cover. The ghost tilted her head, confused. Why? Exactly at that moment, a spray of bullets hit Puppy's flank, leaving a thin trail of pink where the bullets pierced the body as if she had been made of butter. The acolytes stared at the scene in horror, but when Puppy simply yelled at the turret to stop being a bully, they seemed speechless. The trio of soldiers didn't even react with a full lost it and galloped toward the Steel Ranger's most advanced defensive position. Stop that! It's dangerous! Stupid bullies! Can't you see that every pony is scared here? Puppy charged directly toward the main building entrance, where a couple of Steel Rangers were shooting at the assailing forces. Nah, dude, don't, Puppy! Puppy, stop! One of the Rangers turned towards the filly and shot at her with a grenade launcher. Oh my god! Sending her flying over to the other side of the battlefield. Puppy took a minute to recover from the explosion, and in the meantime, Paladin Cold Shower managed to reach her. What the hey are you doing here, Puppy? Go back in the school building. Puppy sat down, shaking her head. Nope, I don't like ponies arguing with each other. Ponies should be pretty and nice, not mean and violent. The Paladin cocked her head. This is war, Puppy. You can't stop it just whining. We'll handle this one. Don't worry and run back to the school. It's too dangerous here. There is no war that Space Captain Andromeda can't stop. The foal lifted one hoof and stated, Laser gun! Centeza floated in front of her. Oh my god, the orbital strike gun. I think that's what it is. Shower tried grabbing Puppy, but a burst of bullets forced her to get back into cover. Put away that toy gun and come with me. Puppy, are you listening to me? Puppy! Real annoyed mom energy right here. The filly galloped into the middle of the battlefield, grabbing the gun with both her hooves and pointing it at the ponies defending the main building entrance. Stop fighting and surrender, I'll shoot. You are bad ponies and you should feel bad. A turret hit Puppy on the leg and in the belly while the Rangers ignored them. Cold Shower desperately looked for an opening in the barrage of fire to dart in and grab the foal. Okie dokie Loki, Space Captain Andromeda, to the stars and beyond. Oh god. The foal dived onto the ground as if she was dodging invisible laser rays and pointed her own toy gun before saying a single word. Bang. Like half a dozen times. Bang, 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 bang. Surrender now, stupid zebra aliens. Alright, orbital strike. Is it going to be an orbital strike? Target 1 to 7 acquired. Opening communication bridge to Pony Meaties through Comm Station 2. Pony Meaties, status resort and functional. Relaying coordinates. A window on the 3rd story of the central building exploded from the inside and a griffin flew out of it, firing a pistol back into the room. She just left. The griffin's appearance on the battlefield completely gained Puppy's attention. Pony Meaties. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar. I'm just gonna pronounce these all as 1 through whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not right, I don't think, but I'm not a freaking Roman numerals expert. Oh, here they are. These are 2, 3, and 4 and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, there's a lot of these, and blah, are ready to fire. Pony Me's 2, 3, whatever, have targeted beyond their horizon, relocated for indirect fire. Estimated time, 30 seconds. Henry, I'm here! Make these ponies stop fighting, please! Hey, Henry! Puppy tried to gallop after the griffin with Centeza still in one hoof and a turret stubbornly firing at her. Wait! Stupid chicken! That girl always needed some help to notice things. Puppy put away the gun and took a chunk of asphalt from the ground, taking aim and bullseye. The griffin lost control of her trajectory and landed well, crashed not far away from the filly. Stop! Stop! Stop throwing earth at Henrietta! Stop doing that! In the darkness of night, Pony's Meaties opened its eyes. Half a dozen red lights pointed at the roof of the base's main building. At first, they were only pale, thin crimson lines moving randomly in the area, but they grew in intensity until you could see them even from the other side of the bridge. Like red laser beams, they appeared from the clouds, piercing the great curtain and coloring it with faint red shadows. 7 small pillars of light connecting Ivory Tower with the heavens and beyond. Evacuate the area! All ponies, leave your positions and retreat! Oh my god! Oh my god! Enhancement magic, Scold's voice thundered above the explosions. Every acolyte began falling back, following Scold's order, leaving their cover and running toward the bridge. The rangers defending the central building seemed confused and held their fires. They watched the retreating forces. Fuck, Puppy, why did you throw a stone at me this time? Henrietta was rubbing her head, still trying to work out what was happening. What's the old mommy screaming? Puppy shrugged and hugged her friend. Don't know, but I wanted you to tell them to stop being mean. Only it seems that they are already stopping. All weapons ready to fire. Target is locked. Commencing full-scale attack in 10, 9. My brother in Christ, dude. New perk added, Little Scoundrel. No, Puppy, give it back. You are less likely to get caught when stealing. In addition, you can access to NPC's inventory during dialogues if you are facing them. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Stormy Clouds. I get the title name of this chapter. Stormy Clouds. The clouds are going to be shooting lasers. Oh, Pony Meaties. No, it's definitely an orbital strike space station type of thing. Think about Call of Duty Ghosts, right? With the freaking, what was it called? The Atlas strikes or whatever? The Odin? Something like that. But, my god. My god, we're absolutely toast. Okay. Chapter 14, Ragdoll. Into each life some rain must fall. Day 11, time approximately 22:30 p.m. Don't care. That's almost midnight, I think. Blah, 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 whatever. I don't care. Location, low orbit, 1,800 kilometers above Equestria. What the hell do you mean? High above the planet floated Pony Meaties 1, a giant of plastic and super light alloys with a body shaped like a large sunflower with long solar panels that formed its petals. There were words and signs painted across the satellite that warned against a multitude of dangers, such as fire or falling rocks, but the only one that held some meaning for an observer was the Solaris logo with its male alicorn and a company motto. Try the alternative. Encircling the image. Bullets don't work? Try the alternative orbital space station. There's something you can't destroy with your own hands, then have us do it for you with our orbital lasers. Attached to the satellite's large round body, there were 4 barrels, easily longer than a couple of train cars. The weapons were composed of 2 linear metal rails held together by many rings, placed only a few centimeters apart from each other. That was a railgun, or a Gauss gun, or maybe both merged together. Go figure. Anyway, it's a weapon that uses a sequence of strong magnetic pulses and a potent electric thrust to propel a metallic body at unpony speed against very distant targets. In other words, it's a deadly weapon, and Pony Meaties 1 was armed with 4 of those little toys. My god. But at Solaris, no pony left to work half-baked. How could a single satellite always be ready for action? They needed a network of satellites, a complete shield ready to defend Equestria or whomever made a better offer for that little jewel. So Pony Meaties had 11 siblings able to change their distance from the planet. Oh my gosh. And move around in orbit to operating groups. Now the whole family had been reunited, and each of the 12 brothers had their guidance laser pointed at their own designated target. Oh my god. Wait, bang, 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 bang. Oh my god. Oh, it's all coming back. It's all coming back to me. Every time Puppy pulled the trigger, each freaking time she pulled the trigger, she was targeting it with a separate laser. Dude, this is going to be... Oh my god. I don't want to know. 8, 7, 6. As one of the 4 barrels began to discharge sparks of blue electricity from between each ring and all along the metal rails as the countdown steadily ticked away. A metallic bar coated in ceramics more or less 1.5 meters long and shaped like a pointed stick was placed into a barrel by an automated loading system and immediately enveloped by a blue halo. 5, 4, 3. Behind the satellite, 4 hatches opened to reveal exhaust vents for the recoil compensation system. A dim red light appeared inside each of them, glowing like lava within the belly of a volcano. All 4 barrels were now completely blue, powered by the electricity running from ring to ring. They seemed like 4 bright lances, ready to unleash their fury against a doomed opponent. 2, 1, fire. Time approximately 22:30 p.m. Location every tower, Big 52 branch. Attack commenced. Estimate time of arrival for first salvo, 7 minutes. Really? That's not that helpful. Are you kidding me? 7 minutes? Half of the guidance lasers disappeared, and a couple shifted kilometers away in the blink of an eye, as if something up in the heavens had gone awfully wrong. Still, 5 red lights continued to shine down on the building's roof, flickering once or twice, but staying on target. Why is everyone retreating now? Henrietta opened her eyes, ready to grab Puppy and fly away with the foe. The filly yellow pointed at the besieged building entrance. Those 2 are not running away. We can ask them. And with those words, she tried to trot towards the 2 perplexed paladins defending the main research building. I don't think so. My job is done here, and we're following the example of our fleeing friends. To all the ponies inside the building, you are being attacked from the sky. Evacuate the fort. We call for a truce. Run for your lives. Once again, Skuld's voice thundered above the battlefield before he turned on his trail and ran, following the acolytes and the other scribes. Finally, Henry looked up at the clouds, and her beak hung open as she saw the red lasers cutting through the darkness of the night. Oh, rotten eggs. If those are what it uses to aim, I don't want to see what it fires. Warning. Lost signal from Pony Meaties 3 blah 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 and blah. Pony Meaties blah and blah. Report major failures with the recoil compensation systems. Pony Meaties 1, 2, blah, blah, and blah are commencing the second barrage in 10, 9. Puppy frowned. Mr. Voice had been talking for a while now. It didn't seem like he was going to stop anytime soon. Everything was becoming really confusing. Why was every pony running away? Why was Mr. Red Cape yelling so loud? Why was her helmet showing her all these blinking red lights everywhere? How do I make all this mess stop? I don't know. I don't care. Let's get out of here. Henry took flight, grabbing Puppy and gaining height and speed with each stroke of her eagle wings. Okay, new problem. Flying. Puppy had thought up of a plan next time she had to fly something. She really had to do. What was that already? All right, scream. Eep! No, 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 no. Shut that trap. I'm trying to save your life. After her running start, the griffin began to lose speed and altitude, dragging down by the filly's weight. What the fuck are you carrying around now? I made you throw away a ton of junk and you're already full of useless stuff again. Unload the bags or we'll crash. 2, 1. Second salvo out. Ready and guns for third salvo. Let me go. Let me go. Puppy was struggling in the middle of her personal world of things moving too fast and too far from her hooves to be comfortable with. Henrietta tried cutting one of the wriggling filly's saddlebags with the talon, slashing desperately at the bottom of the container and missing it several times before finally managing to hit the moving target. Gotcha. Repair spell activated. Lost signal from Pony Meaties 1 and 2. Pony Meaties blah blah and blah will be ready to fire in 10, 9. The hole in the bag closed almost immediately, while the inventory management spell kept everything in its place. Hey, that's cheating. Do you want to play rough? I'm in. The griffin let go of Puppy from one side, turning her upside down. This strategy worked a little better because one of the bags wasn't closed. That almost makes me think that all the slime and goop and bodily crud that is the blob of Puppy is just going to, like, kind of slowly slide and melt down into the helmet. The filly rapidly lost weight as she left behind a trail of odds and ends in the sky, empty bottles, roasted plushies, and a small toy car. No, 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 I'm gonna pee myself. Please stop, please. But was completely terrorized by the situation and being dangled in the sky like that only made things worse. The fool succeeded in grabbing the rock of destinies that fell from her bag. Phew! Okay, honestly, that's good. I'm glad we got that. Although a lot of the cool stuff she found was lost forever. Everything was going bad today. She didn't even have time to complain since stupid chicken Henry was teasing her hard. You bully, let me go or I'm telling Mom. When Puppy had finally reached a bearable weight, Henry lifted the filly onto her back, hoping that would lessen the screams. All right, we're done. Now be quiet. I'll put you down when we pass that hill. Henry had no idea what was going to rain down from the sky, but her life as a mercenary had taught her the value of cover. Actually, she wondered why nothing had happened yet, but she suspected that the longer whatever it took to arrive, the worse it was going to be. We can't land here, Puppy. Try not thinking about it. Listen to some music and close your eyes. Puppy was barely listening, but the music idea suddenly seemed the best idea. Music, now, please. The radio came to life while on the ground. Ponies ran as fast as they could. Both the Applejack Rangers and the Steel Rangers who had decided to believe the old scribe were now running for the hills. Oh my god, I can only imagine. I don't want to set the world on fire. Just playing in the background as an orbital strike spikes the background. Oh, I can see the cinematic right now. Just freaking nuke going off.
Hello, fearless and gentle colts. Is it well past your bedtime? This is Lonesome Pony, and you're listening to Radio 52, the only radio that brings you news and safety from the ridges to Emerald Shores. Tonight, we have a lot of things to talk about, so let's get to business.
Not music. Why is that every time Puppy turned on the radio? The first thing she heard was the stupid chatty pony. Puppy wanted some music. The ground was rushing blue. What was a rushing blur down below, and Mr. Voice wouldn't stop chatting. And now even Lonesome Pony was giving her a lecture instead of some music. Puppy wanted to cry in the background. The student formed the feeling that the surviving 3 satellites were continuing their attack.
First things first, things are getting messy along the South Branch. It seems that the Wild Herd is ambushing the patrols from Ironworks again, but this time they seem to be better equipped and way more organized than in the past. Maybe they found a new leader. This could mean big, big trouble in the near future. Don't lower your guard if you're traveling south of Broccoli or from the Memorial to Ironworks, and travel on the east route to Emerald Shores. Stay on the road and turn your tails as soon as you're sighted. Something suspect. Better safe than sorry.
The griffin soared through the air, easily surpassing the ponies that led the retreat. They were slow, too slow to get to a safe distance in time, but there was a good chance that even she and Puppy were condemned. So, why not try running away? With a stroke of her wings, Henry gained speed and kept flying straight despite shocking grip Puppy had around her neck.
Now, since bad news never trots alone, we have a new change of policy from the NCA. Rejoice! The NCA forces have decided that every trader is actually a raider, so they started arresting traders and confiscating the merchandise on their borders. Yay, if you're planning for a trip there, you better reconsider and try heading for Salt Cube City or Tunneltown for trading your goods, since the northern branch is now safe.
Henrietta landed behind the hill, panting heavily. Puppy jumped down from her back as soon as she could, see solid ground, and immediately stuck out her tongue at the big meaty chicken. Blah, why do you always bully me? I'm your friend. Fuck off, Puppy. Replying with almost no breath in her lungs was quite hard for Henry, but the filly couldn't have things her way every time. I'm not bullying you. Something's going to happen in that place. Something bad.
And now the last news. It seems that an old merchant came back from his longest trail. He started 4 years ago with a cart full of garbage and a Brahmin. And he's back with, well, a Brahmin and a cart full of garbage. And a lot of stories. Maybe over the next day, I'll tell you all about the places he visited. But it seems that those ponies in the far west are crazy. He told me about a city of and great walls crossing a river, imprisoning it to produce energy. Whoa, we could use something like that, couldn't we? And this ends the news. Have some good music, my little ponies.
Puppy cocked her head in surprise. Something bad? But Mom is there. The foal turned towards Ivory Tower, now more than a couple kilometers away. Illuminated by the dim red light of a single surviving laser beam, the clouds above the old research facility flashed with white light for a moment, at which point the radio decided to start playing music. Raindrops keep falling on my mane, and just like the foal, whose cutie mark is not there, nothing seems to fit there. Blazing lines of white burst through the clouds like tiny silver darts shining in pure heat. They rained down from the heavens onto Ivory Tower. The magnetically accelerated shots crossed the cloudy sky in a split second, striking the buildings and the area nearby with such force that for a moment Henry could have sworn that she felt the earth shudder beneath her feet. Raindrops are falling on my mane. They keep falling. First arrived the flash, a white halo rising from the impacted structure. Dude, I can only imagine how the Grand Pegasus Enclave is going to respond to that after just seeing a laser kind of strike through their freaking cloud barrier like that. Like, bro! Then the walls seemed to expand for a moment, reminding Puppy of a balloon being inflated. For a short instant, everything seemed to hang in the air as if time had stopped, leaving the building floating there, separated into its many elements. Walls, windows, doors, like in one of those drawings that showed all the parts of a cart or a house that Mom had showed her that time. That instant of stillness only lasted for the blink of a second. Then, everything flew away in different directions. Chunks of wall as large as trucks went flying through the sky, like shards of paper, surpassing even the moat and landing on the bridge and shacks beyond, making them crumble like cardboard castle. Then came the sound. The first thing Puppy heard was an acute whistle, like when you try making that weird music with grass leaves. But it didn't last for long, because immediately after it arrived, the boom. The sound of many thuds, followed by the booming thing. It was like a rapid-fire concert. A thud, then boom. A thud and boom. A thud, thud, and ba-doom boom. Wow, catchy. Ba-dum. Puppy really wished that Mom could have been there to see that show. It was so fun. No, wait, Mom was there, actually. Mom was supposed to be inside that super nice white build. Oh. The filly's eyes widened as she lifted a hoof towards what was once Ivory Tower, her expression becoming a mask of fear. Mom? So, I just did me some talking with the son, and I said I didn't like the way she got things done. She's sleeping on the job. Warning, Pony Meaty's blah 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 is out of ammunition. Signal lost from all other satellites. Attack aborted. Area will be safe from incoming fire in 15 minutes. Thank you for choosing Solaris Inc. as your main siege weaponry system. Solaris. Try the alternative. Puppy stared unblinkingly at the white points of light as they continued to pierce the cloud and rain down like tiny stars on what was once her mission objective. Why didn't they stop? Wasn't that enough? They already made a lot of noise and stuff. Now it was time to stop, right? It's fun only if it lasts a bit, but then it becomes scary. Puppy held her breath, praying that every silver shard falling from the sky was the last, but they never seemed to stop. There were always others coming, destroying the place where Mr. Voice told her that Mom was. But wait, the arrow was still there. Yes, there was still hope. Puppy rejoiced. Nothing could stop Mom. Take that, stupid silver rain. Those raindrops are dropping on my mane. They keep falling. Another hail of falling stars fell in the cloud of smoke and debris, this time hitting somewhere near the research center's power plant. It was so easy to tell because the thud was followed by a ball of green fire that exploded upwards towards the sky, producing a glowing mushroom cloud in the middle of the mayhem. Okay, that was new, and it was unfair. Warning, mild radiation detected. Threat level, negligible. The pink arrow on the compass blinked 3 times and disappeared. Puppy waited for it to reappear, hoped for it to reappear, and begged for it to reappear, but the compass remained empty. The suit informed her that the mission, chasing rain, had been completed. Why were those silver things still falling even now? It was over. All over. The arrow was gone. Mom was gone. Mom was gone? No, that couldn't be. Mom was where the arrow said, but now the arrow didn't say anything. Puppy followed that arrow only because it pointed at Mom, and now there was nothing to follow. There was nothing left, just a bunch of falling stars, and for the first time since the foal left Canterlot, she didn't know what to do. Mom was gone. But there's one thing I know. The blues they sent to meet me won't defeat me. Puppy's right, I twitched. The foal stood still, eyes wide open and staring, her muzzle petrified in an expression of surprise. Henrietta put a paw on the pony's shoulder, trying to say something in the deafening thunders of the barbin. Whomever began that attack wanted to be double sure that nothing was left of the whole place. Even after the generator's explosion, those white missiles kept arriving. These guys had ammo to waste. Don't worry, your mom wasn't there. I was inside the place. She was not in Ivory Tower. Puppy didn't react. The foal probably didn't even hear her words, so Henry tried shaking her, but the pony didn't offer any resistance, simply moving like a rag doll, her blonde head bobbing inside the helmet. It won't be long till Happiness steps up to greet me. Oh, come on, Puppy. You have been through things way worse than this. Hey, I'm talking to you. Henrietta poked the filly again, making her head bob a little more. What the fuck? Hey, wake up. Still, no reaction. We have to get away from here. That explosion spread radiation everywhere. The young mercenary sighed in frustration. Why me? I just accepted a simple job. Why is that every fucking time I try something, it goes fucking south? No, wait. I don't want to know. Henry put Puppy on her back and started walking away, trying to catch up with the Rangers. Whatever, those fanatics still owe me half my pay. Let's go, Puppy. The Griffin slowed her walk, feeling that something was missing. I can't stand you like this. Say something, please. Still nothing. Okay, you want it the hard way? Here we go. Henrietta waved Puppy's hoof around in the air and tried to imitate her friend's usual enthusiastic voice. Yes, let's go, pretty bully chicken. By now, the attack had begun to slow down, with only a couple of lights raining down each minute. But even those few bolts were enough to make the ground tremble. Great, now I'm talking with a giant puppet. This will help for sure. My brother in Christ, this is a intense chapter. Very cinematic, intense chapter. The cinematics are off the chart. 4:30 a.m. A group of ranger scribes and acolytes were building an impromptu encampment next to the hillside. They were moving crates and military bags out from a reinforced blast door that was built into the natural mound. The little bunker had been used as a monitoring station during the war, and then as an observation post by the rangers for more than a century. It was built inside a hill with a couple of raised scout platforms on the top. The whole complex was a little cramped and couldn't fit more than 8 or 9 ponies inside, but it was better than nothing, and the rangers had kept some supplies and spare equipment inside in case of an emergency. Look, things didn't go exactly as planned. I can't spare another single cap right now. Cold Shower hadn't even bothered to take off her helmet before speaking with Henrietta. The Griffin cocked her head upset. But I did what you asked me to do. I disabled the generators and all their damn eternal security systems. I don't care if the whole place got showered with falling stars. I want my caps. You could always go back into the crater and take them for yourself. We won't complain with that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a camp to organize, decisions to take, and prisoners to manage. The paladin began to draw away from the mercenary. To be fair, Henrietta's kind of screwed here. I mean, Cold Shower makes a very good argument, right? If you want to go ransom whatever you can from that place, go right the hell ahead. Nobody's going there anymore. Henrietta took Puppy's hoof, pointing it toward the paladin, and spoke with a childish voice. You meanie pony, why are you cheating? Stop being a bad, smart robo whatever and play by the rules. Cold Shower froze on the spot, turning her head toward the Griffin, moving the foal like a rag doll. You are creepy as hell. Do you know that? Don't use your smarts with me. I'm not stupid. Now behave and pay my friend. With a poke to the helmet, Henry made Puppy's head turn a little in her direction. This made the paladin step back, shivering. Stop that. Listen, I'm sorry for your friend, but we have our own problems. Shower hesitated. She wasn't sure what freaked her out the most, seeing the filly once lively and now reduced to a veggie, or a young Griffin girl using her as a money-begging puppet. Henry crossed Puppy's hooves and made her head turn away. I don't want to be your friend, nevermore. Okay, I give up. Listen, now we have to work out what to do with the rangers that decided to surrender. After that, I'll send you to Scribe Scold, and he'll see what can be done for Puppysmiles. Puppysmiles. When that's done, I'll see if I can put something together to pay you, but don't expect very much. Puppysmiles raised a hoof. Yay! And stop that puppet thing. It's creepy. The paladin trotted away without waiting for another reply from the griffin. Henry stood for a moment, smiling satisfied, then walked around the hill, and as soon as the camp was out of sight, she hugged the foal with all her strength. Don't worry, we'll fix everything, just don't go away, please. The griffin sat on the ground and kept talking, still hugging Puppysmiles. I know I've been a bad friend, but I never meant to. It was all a joke. Have you the slightest idea of how hard the life of a mercenary is? No, you don't you? You're just an immortal shade playing around and making everything seem easy, and I envied you. I also hated you because you weren't sad even though you were alone. I hate being alone. Scribe Scold came around the corner at that very moment, calling for the griffin. Hey, Miss Firebright. Paladin Chow wants to talk to you in the bunker. The old unicorn stopped where he was, waiting for a reply. Henry yelped in surprise and tried desperately to hide the yellow pony behind her. Call next time. Yeah, sure, nodded the scribe. The griffin's expression was one of panic and concern. Did you see anything? No, girl, I didn't see you were hugging your friend and crying. Henry seemed to relax. Good. The half-line trotted toward Scold and poked him in the shoulder. Keep an eye on the dead weight there while I'm away. She paused for a moment, looking straight into the old scribe's eyes. She lost the battle almost immediately. Please? Oh my god. Dude. Oh, this is rough. This is sad. Oh man, poor Puppysmiles, dude. Everything she knew, everything she was like looking to achieve is now a dead end. She's literally a zombie. It's Puppysmiles. That's so depressing. Dude, she's freaking shell-shocked, dude. I'm saying dude a lot. Bro. No problem. I was actually looking for her on my own. Take your time. Scold waited for Henrietta to nod and walk away. Then he trotted toward Puppy, who was sitting and staring off into the distance, still lost in some slushy knows what place in her head. So here we are, me and you again. I have a suspicion that I need to take a look in your bags. Care if I do? No? Thanks. The scribe didn't smile. He simply opened the suit saddlebags and started browsing through Puppy's inventory. After all, you went through my stuff, so I don't see why I shouldn't return the favor. Let's see what we have here. Broken toy, colored glass, light bulb, bottle caps, the other half of my glasses. Squelch, squelch, squelch. What? The unicorn pulled his hoof out of the bag, only see it covered in a sticky green goo. For Luna's sake, what is this stench? Scold put on a glove and carefully took out whatever it was that had produced all that slime. A dead Parador? Why would a fool want to keep a rotting dead Parador in her bag? Wait, a dead Parador cub for a little undead foal. Is this her pet? Alright, this ruined my day. The scribe put the dead critter back inside the bag and went to check the other. That was almost empty. Why had she put all that stuff in one bag and left the other empty? Go figure. After a quick check of the second saddlebag, Scold found what he was looking for in the form of a target designator. Uttering a short whistle, the scribe took in his hooves and studied the model. And here we have the winner, Solaris. That makes so much sense. The old unicorn snickered, reading the weapons data on his pit buck. Santeza means judgment. How appropriate. Looking in the distance more or less in the same direction, the foal was turned. Scold sat beside her and continued, I am in your debt, little soul. If that attack wasn't interrupted, many young ponies would have been died within. When those lights from the sky derailed the battle, you saved the lives on both sides. The scribe patted Puppysmiles on her helmet. This battle is ridiculous. Brothers fighting brothers and elders that care more for their own power than the good of those that surround them. Once I was told that a chief that deserves respect is a chief that gives respect to his subordinates. Our elder was different and stubborn. He would have let all of his followers die simply to defend his beliefs, not even caring if they shared those beliefs or not. Patting the foal again, this time on her back, Scold sighed, I guess that I'll keep this little secret for myself and Santeza, and I'll forgive you for destroying, like, everything I possessed and I cared for. He paused, a slight smile on his lips, except for the most valuable thing I ever had. My students. Oh, it's so wholesome. He doesn't care about his materialistic possessions. He cares about those closest to him. Oh, that is so wholesome. What a great guy. You know, he comes off as a little brutal, elder, old man, but he's just a sweet teacher, looking out for his students. The unicorn sighed again. His body told him he was old and tired, but somehow he was also a happy pony. The old stallion didn't remember the last time he felt like this, but it must have been very long ago. Oh well, the Big 52 gives, the Big 52 takes, and I'll give you something in return for your toy. Here, be your friend, but don't die or main. Deal? Scold put the Lyra doll inside Puppy's saddlebag. Looking at you, I wish I had a grandchild, but my son? No, I'd better not talk about that. The unicorn stood and trotted away, leaving Puppy to sit by herself on the hillside. Oh, one last thing. There's a town named Broccoli south of here, but before getting a name from what they farm, the town was called Rainy Camp, and its assembly hall is still named Rainy Days. I'm not sure if this will help you, but I don't believe in luck, so you should check for yourself. With these last words, the pony disappeared behind the hillside. Journal updated. New primary quest. Southern Storm. Broccoli Town Hall set as new primary objective. Broccoli Town Hall marked on compass. A pink arrow appeared and began to blink. Dude, that is freaking depressing. Oh my god, dude. That poor kid. That freaking poor elder. And poor everybody. Everybody's poor. Everyone's sad. That's kind of crazy. Wow. Okay, 5 a.m. Colchow greeted Henrietta with a nod as the griffin entered the bunker. I hope my summon wasn't too hasty, but I could have a solution for both your payment and a trouble of mine. Henrietta took her time to look inside the room before replying to the paladin's words. The bunker's central hall consisted of a large room with a low ceiling supported by a forest of pillars. There were shelves lined up against the walls and low metallic tables in the middle of the room, but instead of chairs, the ponies used metal boxes that doubled as small cabinets. Henry noticed that there were no couches in this room, but there was a stair going up, probably to the observation post, and a couple of metal doors closed with some sort of computerized lock. In the room, there were 7 ponies. 2 of them wore the typical power armor of the Rangers, but without their helmets. Henry was easily able to recognize them as Paladin Shower and Paladin Goss. The other 5 ponies were all new faces for the Griffin. They were in chains and showed varying degrees of shame, fear or anger on their faces. Just looking at those muzzles made the Griffin aware that whatever the Paladin was going to offer wouldn't be good news. I want double. Cold Shower, oh my god, Henrietta, you're an idiot. Shut up. Cold Shower ignored her and carried on speaking as soon as she was sure of heaving the mercenaries' attention. These are Steel Rangers still faithful to the Elders. They decided to capitulate instead of fighting since the base is irredeemably lost. But they won't join our ranks. They need an escort to Tunneltown across the desert, so a good hired gun that doubles as air recon would be perfect. Henrietta cocked her head. What am I, a full-sitter? I have my agenda. You still owe me a load of caps. Yes, I know, and this was where I'm offering you a helping hoof. We will keep Puppysmiles with us, hopefully finding a way to make her talk again. I'm quite sure that you haven't the slightest idea on how to help her. Maybe we can do something about that. Oh, and I'll give you good weapons and special ammo, plus your caps. So, you still declining? Getting help for Puppy and a bunch of new equipment just to make sure that these 5 silly ponies made it to across Serpent Desert? That was too good to be true. Where's the catch? The Paladin frowned. I'm not trying to trick you. I need to make a clean job and do it fast, and I'm sick of quarreling about every damn comma in a sentence. This is my first, last, and only offer. If you don't accept, I'll have to dispose of the prisoners by different means. At those words, a young mare gasped, trying to step back. But we are prisoners. You can't do that. We surrendered. One of the other ponies, an older mare with a long scar along her cheek, hit the panicking pony with the hoof. Shut up, scribe. What did you expect? A cup of tea and some apologies for being too harsh? The other 3 prisoners simply lowered their eyes, saying nothing, but the young man insisted. Scribe Scold won't allow that. I am his best student. I am BLAM! The room went mute, every pair of eyes staring at the still smoking muzzle of Goss' pistol. The young scribe shivered without looking at the hole in the wall, nor at the hairs of her mane that slowly fell to the floor, next to a yellow stain that was rapidly spreading on her robe in the hindquarters. That's disgusting. I wish I didn't explain that. Shut up and wait, scribe. Weird how the body does that. Freaking gross. To her credit, the young mare tried not to scream, but simply sobbed in silence. The other prisoners seemed almost ashamed of her, more than afraid of what just happened. The old mare with the scar looked directly at the scribe in contempt and anger. Goss turned to Henrietta, continued the negotiation from where Cold Shower was interrupted. We do what we have to do, Griffin. Paladin Cold Shower and Scribe Scold decided to try a diplomatic approach to the matter, but not every pony is happy with that. So what's your choice? The young mare was still sniffing. She muttered in a low voice, I don't want to die. Henry looked at Goss's eyes, then at the 5 prisoners. Dude, just capitulate. Just surrender. Give in, join their cause. Bingo bongo, you get to live another day. Henry looked at Goss's eyes, then at the 5 prisoners, trying to ignore the stench of piss that was rapidly invading the room. Yeah, that's disgusting. Thank you for explaining that detail. Every pony's pretty pony. Pretty my fucking eggs. This is for Puppy. I'm doing it for her. Hang on, Henry. All right. You win. I'll escort them north, but if I come back and Puppy isn't here, you have gained yourself an enemy, and I'm faster than you with a gun. Paladin Robocult. So don't even think you can impress me with some cheap tricks like that. Paladin smiled back at the mercenary, nodding slowly at her remarks. He didn't seem very impressed. Now I'm going to speak with that skull guy to be sure he won't do anything weird with my friend. You better get these 5 ponies ready before I'm back. The Griffin walked out of the bunker as if she was the princess of the place. As soon as she was out of sight, Goss burst into a laugh. What a crybaby! I can't believe it! And she dares calling herself a mercenary! Close that trap, Goss. We need her. Nice bluff, anyway. Cold cut him short. I wasn't bluffing. Goss, sometimes you scare me. 5:30 a.m. What do you mean by she's gone? She was with that red pony, Scold. She can't be gone. Where's that scribe? Henrietta was freaking out completely. She hadn't even spent half an hour talking with the rangers, and Puppy had already disappeared. I can't believe it. This is a joke, right? She's going to jump from behind a corner and yell surprise, and I'll look like a fool, right? The young acolyte was forced to backpedal as the Griffin stalked towards him. I don't know, Scribe Scold. Went for a walk, and he's still not back. Yes, but did he have the foal with him or not? I don't know. Wait, he's there. Go talk with him, please. I really have to go. Bye. The young soldier galloped away while Henrietta tried to spot the old unicorn. Skull trotted into the camp after giving one last look to the horizon. May you find happiness one day, little pony. The red-caped pony turned his head to have a look at the camp, but instead he found himself once again facing the Griffin brat. Oh, you're back already. Yeah, where's Puppy? Snapped the mercenary. Don't worry, she's being taken care of. Did you accept Shower's offer? Henry nodded, still quite upset. Sure, but I want to see Puppy before going. The scribe smiled and looked at the Griffin in the eyes. There's no need to check on the foal. She will be fine. Trust me on this one, and help those 5 ponies. They need you way more than Puppy at this moment. Those eyes so charming. Yes, Puppy had to be safe, especially if the scribe was saying so, right? I forgot what I was about to say. Probably nothing important. Look, there's Paladin Goss. You better check if they're ready to leave. The scribe smiled again. A simple trick for a simple mind, and he wasn't even proud of his stare. Goss came out from the bunker, followed by the 5 ponies, now free from the chains and escorted by a group of armed acolytes. Miss Brightfire, the group is ready. Miss Brightfire. The Griffin moved towards the Paladin. Miss Brightfire! The Griffin moved towards the Paladin and opened her beak to say something, but immediately paused to study the bunch of ex-prisoners. They aren't armed. How am I supposed to take them across Serpent Desert without a weapon? I don't know. Give them yours, or make a stop at Rusty Manor and buy some. Good luck, tough girl. The Paladin now wore his helmet, but it was quite evident that he was enjoying the moment. Is she supposed to just escort all of them? What if she just executes them all? Or something. Like nobody's going with them. Is it just Henrietta? Am I reading this wrong? Henrietta ignored this provocation and shrugged. I'm more than enough. You keep an eye on Puppy and everything will be alright. Goodbye, not Robocult. Call me that again and Yeah, I know that story. I use it too. The Griffin ignored the ranger's threat and waved at the 5 ponies. Group, let's move. This place smells. The mercenary walked out of the encampment, heading north, followed by the others.
Hello again, my little ponies. I have some hot off the presses news for you this morning, and it's absolutely incredible. Easy Philly Butterfly 23 reported a light and magic show south of Rust Manor in the direction of Ivory Tower. I don't have many details, but it seems like someone attacked the place with some really big guns, because that last show could be clearly seen from miles away. The whole fight seems to have lasted no more than 5 minutes, maybe a little longer, but it ended with the biggest explosion ever. Well, after that one we saw in the Salt Cube City. Anyhow, I don't know who attacked who or why, but the area surrounding Ivory Tower should be avoided if you don't have urgent business there. And now, worse news. A caravan was found razed near ironworks. The corpses of at least 8 guards were lying dead along the traitor and his family. The wild herd is doing things seriously this time. Please be cautious and try to travel in groups. Avoid the area if at all possible. Now some music for those ponies that have lost their way and can't come back home. May a Lone Star guide you, my little ponies. This is Pony Marcus, and it is for you.
I can see that the Lone Star from 1,000 miles away, calling me back home, though I ventured far astray. When I see that beacon shine and call me all alone, it calls me back to Equestria and a home. Why do they all have to rhyme? Oh, it's funny. The yellow filly zoomed along the big 52 on her red racer, following the pink arrow blinking on the compass. I knew Mom was okay. I was just a bit, tired. Yeah, I was tired, not worried. And that creepy voice didn't stop chatting all the time with her blah, blah, blah. Duh, who needs wings anyway? Puppy chats never seemed to me an end. She jumped from one topic to another in a manner that only a mindless machine could actually stand. Do you know what's scary? I was in that place with the silver rain, and then I woke up in a whole different place. Maybe I sleepwalked. Hey, Mr. Voice, are you listening? Affirmative. Vocal interface is active. Good. I wonder where Henry went again. She keeps disappearing. Oh well, I guess she'll be in the next town. What was the name again? Broccoli. Ew, I hate broccoli. Did I say that? 48 times. Well, yeah, because I hate them. For real. I hope Mom isn't there to buy broccoli, because I didn't scoot all this road just to have broccoli pie for lunch. In the distance, an old road sign stated that travelers were now leaving the central branch of the Equestrian Route 52 and entering its south branch. Some pony had written underneath it, broccoli 12 kilometers. Footnote, level up. New perk added, specialized loyalty. No, puppy, you're doing it wrong. Here, let me help. With this perk, you will be capable of using the explosives, lockpick, medicine, repair, science, and survival score of a present ally instead of yours in the skill checks. In addition, the presence of certain allies during encounters will provide additional dialogue options. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh, jeez Louise. I thought she was gonna unlock a perk like traumatized or something. Like PTSD unlocked. Trauma acquired. That was Chapter Ragdoll. We got one more for this video. Chapter 15, Call Me. Call me maybe. Psychiatric help 5 cents. The doctor is in. Day 12, approximately 10:30 a.m. Location Broccoli Fields, Big 52S branch. Broccoli, the capital of, well, you guessed it. All around the town rose fortified farms surrounded by green and yellow fields. The crop didn't seem healthy nor yummy, but growing anything in this tainted and sunless land already seemed a great success. A couple of figures in the distance were working in the fields, but they didn't pay any attention to the yellow filly moving from the north along the Big 52. Unlike the farmers, a solitary sprite bot patrolling the road immediately noticed the yellow bolt and stopped broadcasting its usual patriotic songs, instead turning towards the incoming filly. Hi, Puppysmiles. Have you got a have you got a mome? The filly zoomed past Watcher. Foals. Hey, wait, you little lady, wait. The sprite bot chased Buffy, trying to catch her attention. Side questioner, I'm really in a hurry. I want to get to Broccoli before my mom goes away again. The filly kept zooming while she replied to the robot's summons. Please, at least tell me what happened in Ivory Tower. I can't follow you into town. I'm so sick of his attitude, bro. I'm so sick of it. Nothing special. Some stars fell from the sky and all the town went boom. It was fun and a little scary, but Mom wasn't there, so it's alright. Yes, but what made those stars fall? Insisted the robot. I don't know. The filly stopped abruptly, suddenly realizing something. Oh no, I forgot it. Stupid puppy. Stupid. The foal began hitting herself in the helmet with a hoof. What now? What did you forget? from the voice robot. It was easy to tell. He was both worried and stumped. Was it important? Puppy jumped down from the scooter and trotted towards a rock, hitting it with her head and continuing her mantra, "Stupid bonk! Stupid bonk! Stupid bonk!" Stop that! You'll break your helmet, Puppy. Now please calm down and tell me what's wrong. Maybe I can help you, or find somebody that can help. The sprite bot floated next to the filly in yellow, bumping gently against her shoulders. Come on, you're a big pony. I'm sure it's nothing that can't be solved. No, bonk! You don't understand. Bonk! It's too late now. Bonk! Stupid bonk! Stupid bonk! Oh, come on, Puppy. You remind me of... The robot's voice stopped for a moment as if he caught himself thinking about things he didn't want to recall. I'm sure we can fix it. I'm your friend. Don't cry, little one. Tell me what's wrong. We'll find a solution, okay? Just don't be like that, please. The robot's voice was filled with pain and sadness. That's a freaking shocker right there. Puppy must have caught the change in Watch's voice because she stopped headbutting the rock, sat down inside. I forgot a very important thing, Mr. Questioner, but I had to do it when I was in Ivory Tower, and now that the stars have fallen, the place is gone, I can't do it anymore. I am a silly pony. Oh, I understand. You needed to be there. I'm sorry, Puppy, really. The robot floated beside the little pony for a while before asking, by the way, what was that you had to do? I had to ask a falling star to find my mom. There was so much of them. They would find Mom for sure. When you see a falling star, you make a wish, it will come true for sure. But I forgot. Now I have to find Mom myself again. It's not fair. You forgot to wish upon a star? All this scene about a wish? I can't believe I... The robot paused, noticing the crashed spirit of the filly rapidly change attack. It's bad, but it's not that terrible. Don't worry. There was a long, embarrassed pause. Puppy, I had a friend that sometimes acted exactly as you are doing right now. She was a very smart pony, but she lost herself in a glass of water because of the most incredible details. Sometimes it was really important, some other times it wasn't, but her way of panicking and acting impulsively worsened things a lot. Panicking is not good for a clever young fillies. You are a clever young filly, right? Puppy sighed and nodded, looking down. Perfect. This is what I wanted to hear. Since you're a smart pony, I'm sure that you don't even need the help from a star to find your mom. I mean, look at you. You already arrived here without those useless stars. You can go wherever you want with your determination and your friends. The filly tilted her head a little, looking at the sprite bot with a hopeful expression. Really? Yes, Puppy, really. I think if there's a pony that can really find your mother, is not a magic pony living on a star, some sort of fairy pony with butterfly wings. That pony is you, Puppy. So why you don't stop moping and show me some of your enthusiasm? Slowly the frown on Puppy's muzzle turned to a faint smile and kept growing until Watch's word. Isn't she just a blob though? She's literally like a slime. Until Watch's words hit her little head, she understood them. Yes, I'm Space Captain Andromeda. I am the best pony ever. I will find Mom for sure. Who need a stupid star anyway? Thank you, Mr. Questioner. The filly hugged the sprite bot, giggling. I'm sure Mom will be in Broccoli or in town after Broccoli at worst. I'm almost there. Yay! The voice chuckled. This is the spirit, Puppy. Now go and get him. Oh, and it's Watcher. My name is Watcher. Sure, Mr. Questioner. Not Questioner, Watcher, insisted the sprite bot. Puppy sighed, trying to be patient. Really, I don't see you watching a lot, but for sure you make a lot of questions. So if you really want a name like that, it's Questioner. No more complaints. But it's not my name, protested the voice. Puppy shrugged. Now it is. Live with it. Really, no other voice protested when I gave them names. I give up. Do as you want, stubborn little pony. I have to go. Just try to stay out of trouble, okay? I stay always out of troubles. I'm a good filly. Watcher chuckled one last time before the voice was replaced by the usual patriotic music and sprite bot floated away. Puppy watched at the robot disappearing behind a hilltop and sighed. I can't see why he doesn't like the name I gave him. I mean, it's so much better than the one he had before. Broccoli. The town of Broccoli was protected by a group of local guards and a couple of squads from the hired hooves, not a real army since no pony was supposed to threaten the town. from the night before, the guards were now running double shifts, keeping all their eyes pointed towards south. From what little news Lonesome Pony gave, the wild herd was on the warpath, and this time they had sticks. So it was vital that every pony who could use a weapon was always ready to get up, grab his rifle, and defend the wall. The mercenaries wore black gas masks and heavy armor, nothing special if compared to a Steel Ranger's power armor, but for the Wasteland, they were still equipped top-notch. All the hired hooves sported anti-material rifles or assault rifles, while the Broccoli Militia was a little more lightly armed and way less armored. A pair of militia ponies patrolling the northern field noticed Puppy approaching along the road. One had already taken aim when the foal suddenly came to a halt, sat down holding one her wolf against the side of her helmet as if she were listening to something. The pair looked at one another in confusion. Attention! Incoming request of opening a communications bridge with Structure Solaris stable. Checking authorization ID is valid. Opening communication. Soul OS voice replaced that of Suits. All these ID checks are annoying. They could prove to be a problem in case of an emergency. I suggest you lower your security measures. Puppy sat down in the middle of the road, smiling. Oh, it's you, Blue Voice. How are you? The filly waved a hoof at the approaching guards, who simply waved back and exchanged another confused glare. The plan is not going as predicted, D018. This is why I'm calling you. I have some questions for you. Soul OS hadn't even bothered to say hello, but Puppy knew he was just a bit shy, so the filly let that thing slip. I love that everybody can just communicate with Puppy whenever the hell they want. All the robots are friends here. Questions? Guessing game. Yay, ask me. I'm a world champion of guessing game. The filly clapped her hooves in joy. She loves to play. One of the two guards levitated his rifle, readying the shot, but the other stopped him with a hoof. Wait, I think that this is that ghost from the radio. I like that everybody's first approach is to shoot first, ask questions later. Oh, shot a kid? We'll talk about it later. Oh, shoot, you shot a kid. But they stopped him with a hook. Wait, I think this is that ghost from the radio. I don't think we're supposed to shoot her. Besides, I'm curious. Soul OS went on. I have contacted the facilities at Solaris Tunnels 1 and 2, but in Tunnel 2 I found some sort of artificial intelligence controlling the place. Since you once said something about being friend with other AI, I wanted to know if you knew something about this one. Its designation code is P7. Pinkie Pie. Oh, Miss Voice, she is my very best voice friend. She is funny and friendly, and she is best funny bot ever. Soul OS paused for a moment. I take that as a yes. That program was not supposed to be installed in a military base. Do you know why there is a P7 pony machine interface operating in Solaris Tunnel 2? Sure, she was lonely at Salt Cube City, so I helped her move house. Now she has a lot of new friends. Do you want to be her friend too? The unicorn guard sighed, but his friend poked him with a hoof. See, she's been in Salt Cube and at the tunnel. She must be the ghost. Wasn't she looking for a mother or something like that? The unicorn shrugged. I don't care. Look, if she is the pony you're talking about, we should simply ignore her and keep our eyes open for some real threat. That's what I'm saying. Why are you aiming your rifle at her? They're clearly not doing anything. It's one little puny pony. The two ponies trotted away, taking a path that headed to the nearest farm. In the meantime, Soul OS and Puppy continued to talk over the radio. Actually, I wanted to grant me access to the weapon storage, but that program cut me out from any administration rights and banned me from the local net. So, you wanted to be her friends, but she didn't want? No, I need to get access to the weapon storage. Are you even listening to what I say? Puppy giggled. Silly voice, you don't need to be shy. She has super friendly voice, and I'm sure that she wants to be your friend, and you two will be best friend forever, because you are blue and she is pink, and everybody knows that pink is the color of fillies, and blue is the color of cold sand. Puppy stopped gasping. What now? Solo's voice had grown annoyed. As usual, talking with that crazy anomaly was an impossible feat. I know you have fallen in love with her. Don't worry, I'm fixing that. I'm a super expert at love. What? No, that's not what I meant at all. Talking with you is complete waste of time. I'll find another way to get those weapons. Get lost. Solo has cut off the communication. Duh, he's so shy. Puppy finally turned toward the two guards. Hi, I'm Puppysmiles. Have you seen my Hey, where have they gone? The guards had disappeared, leaving the foal on her own. Okay. Puppy reached the walls of Broccoli, still confused about being left alone like that. This has never happened to her before. Well, except the one time in Sun City, but it was different. Ponies were weird. Oh well, it didn't matter. There were plenty of pretty ponies here, so it was going to be easy to find some help. The fool found herself in front of a closed gate and sat down, looking up at the wall's crest. A pony with a gas mask was looking back at her. Hi there! Can I get inside? Puppy, please, I'm looking for my mom. If I can't get in, can you tell her to come out? The masked pony ignored the filly and trotted away, patrolling the wall. Hey, I'm talking with you, funny muzzle. Hey. Nothing. These stupid ponies had to be deaf and blind. What now? Puppy tried banging at the door, but patience was exactly her virtue, so she decided to trot around the wall and see if there was another way in. The wall was composed of patchwork metal carcasses, welded together to ensure that there were no gaps between them. Suddenly, Puppy heard the sound of gunshots coming from the south, quickly followed by the shouting of guards as they rushed around the walls towards the noise. None of them paid attention to the fool outside. When the filly reached the other side of the town, she noticed that there were way more ponies on the walls. A lot of them were wearing those black masks, and some others had helmets and crabby rifles. Sometimes a pony looked down at her, but when she tried to talk with them, they simply turned away and resumed looking out into the distance, just like their friends were doing. This was beginning to frustrate the fool. Mr. Voice, isn't there any secret passage to get inside? Analyzing. Connecting to Equestria cartography on Spark. Warning. Broccoli not found in the database. Switching to Automap map mode. The town has 2 access points, one from north and one from south. Both accesses in this moment are inaccessible. Puppy sighed. So we are closed outside? Affirmative. A rapid analysis of the external walls doesn't reveal the presence of any other entrance. Advised solution. Asking to be let in and waiting for a positive answer. Puppy frowned. What? Knock at the door and wait. The fool smiled enthusiastically, finally understanding what the interface meant. Oh, okie dokie. I can do that. I'm good at asking things. The filly trotted merrily toward the southern door, only to be interrupted again by the Sioux. Attention! Incoming request of opening a communication bridge with Structure Solaris Tunnel 2. Checking author. The suit's voice was muted and replaced by P7's. Shut up, you grumpy routine. Hi, Puppy. How are you? I hope you're fine, because it's been a while since our last chat, and I was really worried that you forgot about me. So I was thinking that I should call you, just to be sure that you're alright. Are you alright? Puppy jumped on her hooves in excitement. Miss Voice, I almost forgot to call you. I have a lot of things to tell you. Oh, but wait, I have a super duper extra news for you. Really? Wow, I can't wait to hear it. But before, I wanted to ask why you activated the Pony Meaties net. I mean, you said you didn't want ponies to get hurt, and then you have a cult friend. And then you have a cult of, wait, I have what? Why am I the last one that finds out these things? Puppy nodded wisely. Yup, but he's super shy, and he say you are a little nasty with him. There was a short pause while the AI tried to elaborate the new information, but I don't have a cult friend. I don't even know anything about love. The fool frowned. You don't know anything about love? How's that possible? Well, you see, it seemed that love trashed the P5 project since the AI decided that love was more important than, let's see, survival of the planet, so she mixed up her priorities a bit and, well, that's a sad story. You don't really want me to tell it, but now that I have a cult friend, it's all different. What can I do? I don't even know him. Puppy giggled. Silly voice. But he knows you, and don't worry, I am the best love expert ever. Really? Whoa, I always wanted to know about love. Can you teach me? The filly held up a hoof. Yes, Dr. Pup Love will teach you, and you will be best lover ever. Yay, now that the long dead fool and the party AI had a real topic to discuss, trivial things as the utter destruction of Pony Settlement and unleashing a weapon of mass destruction rightfully slipped away from their attention. First lesson, the dangers of love. Cooties. Real big problems. Respect. 2 of the guards on the wall were looking down at the fool as she talked. He giggled to herself while their fellow sentries kept watch for any sign of another suspicious movement from south. One of them then scratched his head and muttered, "We should at least tell her to go away." The second guard sighed, hitting his friend on the head. Yeah, sure. Are you gonna tell her that? After we've seen what happened to the Rangers at every tower? No thanks. You heard the radio. She is dangerous. Let's wait until she gives up and moves away. But if she doesn't go away, then what? I think that somebody should go down there and shoot her. Sure, great idea. And who's going to tell her that? You? The elder guard emphasized the concept by knocking his colleague on the head again. Hey, stop hitting me! Why don't we send the mayor? We elected her for this kind of thing, after all. The veteran stopped his hoof a moment before hitting the other guard for a third time and instead tapped his chin. You know, that's not a bad idea. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. That's funny. 12:45 p.m. My God. Half an hour of explanations later, P7 knew everything she needed to know about love. She's been out there for a while. Puppy's point of view. Alright, so kisses are ew, but they are cool if they have explosions in the background or fitting music. Yup, Puppy nodded with the expression of a pony who knows a lot of things. Still, I'm not sure I understand the part with making foals. Yeah, that's quite a difficult part. I'm almost sure that there are mom and dad involved. Mom told me that you had to love dad very super much and it involved a letter to Pretty Princess Celestia, but the teacher at the kindergarten told me a story with cabbages and Pretty Princess Luna. My old school friend Greensleeves told me it also involves a lot of rumbling and that was super gross, and that when she had caught her mom and dad on the couch, I got super angry. And her mom scolded her dad because she didn't lock the door the day after she explained to Greensleeves that they were giving her a little sister. Puppy paused for a moment trying to remember something else. I think that sending a letter is better. It also explains why I can't have a full of mind since I can't write. My God, that is weird. Alright, what about poetry? Oh, that's easy. To fall in love, you look out the window and then your real love will come out of the bush and sing you a song or tell you some mighty beautiful poem. You will love him at all. That doesn't sense very much. Objected the computer. Love doesn't make sense at all. Besides, I've seen it in a show called Cultio and Filiette. It was boring as hay, and boring things are always instructive, so it must be true. Okie dokie, you are the expert here, replied P7, now positively convinced. So what do I do now? Who is this lover of mine? I'm so excited. Aren't you excited? When am I going to be him? Whoa, hold your horses. He must do the first move. It's always the colt that goes to the filly, not the opposite, Puppy sighed. Really? Were you listening before? I'll call him and tell him that you don't like him at all then. Hey, you there. The voice called, but Puppy was far too busy with matters of the heart to pay attention. But I like him. I want to meet him. But you didn't tell me his name, protested the AI. The Puppy helmet hoofed. Of course, I didn't tell you. He's a secret admirer. Do you want to spoil everything? Do you want to lose your true love forever? Excuse me. The voice interrupted again, but the foal waved a hoof at it, trying to get it to be quiet. P7's voice panicked. No, I don't want to be alone for all my existence. I'll do like you say, Puppy. I'm completely in your hooves. Please don't let me down. The filly nodded, satisfied. Very well. Stick to my master plan, and you will be happy ever after. Hey, stop ignoring me, little filly. A hoof knocked on Puppy's helmet, forcing the foal to diverting her attention from Miss Voice's love affairs to the annoying pony in front of her. She was an Earth Pony mare with a helmet, a light combat set on a lever-action rifle standing directly in front of Puppy with an annoyed expression. I'm the sheriff and the mayor, Broccoli. You can't stay here. Please go away. Puppy sighed. Excuse me, Miss Voice, it seems that some ponies can't really wait their turn. I'll call you later. The filly moved her attention toward the mare, and her annoyed expression quickly changed to a broad, friendly smile when she realized that the pony came from inside the wall. Hi, I'm Puppysmiles. Have you seen my mom? I tried knocking at the door, but no pony opened it for me, and all those funny faces up on the wall must be completely deaf. The mare's side-waving hoof. Wait, stop talking and listen. You can't come inside the town. There are raiders all around the place, and you are not welcome here. I'm here to tell you to go away. We don't want you. Puppy kept smiling while she replied, Silly pony, I can't go away. Mr. Voice says that my mom is inside this place and I have to find her so that everything will be all right. The little pony giggled. What the? Are you stupid or what? You arrived from Ivory Tower and that place was completely destroyed just the other day. We aren't a superstitious herd, but it seems quite obvious that you don't bring good luck with you, so just live with it. You can't get in. Now go away or we will shoot you down. But I need to find my mother. Puppy, please. Puppy tried her best, begging eyes, making the pony step back for a moment. A no is a no. Now go away or you will be killed. This is my last warning. The little filly sat on the ground looking at the man while pouting, but my mom, please. The foal began sobbing. No, please don't cry. Aren't you supposed to be some sort of immortal hero? The man had been prepared to send away a big badass wasteland dweller, but a crying foal was not on her list. This little pony had no dignity at all. The mare looked up the walls begging for some help from the mercenaries, but all she got back were just shrugs. Damn, this filly saved their families. They won't shoot for sure. Okay, you win. Just don't cry, all right? Stop crying. You can come inside. I'll accompany you through the town so that you can look for your mother. The foal sniffed a little, muttering her reply. You don't want to find my mom for real. You just want me to go away. Why you don't want to be my friend, Miss Pretty Pony? The mare snorted. Don't make me change my mind. We will get inside. You will get inside. But you have to follow some rules. No weapons, no stealing, no annoying the guards, and the most important one, stop whining. Puppy smiled and trotted to the mare. Okie dokie, I like you, Miss Pretty Pony. What's your name? The guard sighed and looked away. Boiled broccoli. Now behave and follow me. Boiled broccoli sounds disgusting. Ew, I don't like broccoli. How can a pony have broccoli, cutie mark? It's terrible, protested Puppy. Broccoli is all we have here. You better learn to like broccoli because you won't get anything else for lunch, dinner, breakfast, or a snack. Oh, and they aren't for free.
I hope you like broccoli, kids.
Ew. Alright, 13:30 p.m. Broccoli. The mayor of Broccoli stepped inside the town hall while talking with Puppy. Alright, kid, here we are. Rainy Days Hall. I'm not sure that it has something to do with your mother, but the town hall was here since the days of the war. Its name comes from all the writings on the wall. Take your time. The mayor took a look back at Puppy to see if the fool was listening, but her charge was instead engaged in conversation with her own helmet. Boiled Broccoli shook her head. So I told her that you are super shy, and she seemed really interested. Now you must write her a love poem.
You call me just because you want me to declare my love to another artificial intelligence? I have a lot of things to do, like keeping together a band of brainless cutthroats, and you call me for such an idiocracy. Please tell me, did I do something wrong?
Puppy stopped for a moment, pondering Solo's question before nodding. Yep. Totally, but we can fix that. She doesn't really know that you are a bug and a stinker. Now, about that love poem.
I don't want to write a love poems. Stop calling me.
Duh, you're so sweet. Okie dokie, I'll help you with this one. Tell me, what do you like in this voice?
She has a surprisingly powerful firewall and her routines seem to work better while she is multitasking. I also found that her antivirus suite was well programmed and up to date. And wait, why am I playing your game? I'm out of here and stop calling me.
With these last words, Solo's closed the communication, leaving Puppy alone with Broccoli's town hall. The mayor sighed, looking at the phone. So, are you done? Want a cup of tea? The sarcasm was evident in her voice, but using sarcasm against Puppy was just honking a horn to make a deaf pony move. No thanks, I can't take off the helmet. The filly stepped in the large room filled with lots of chairs and a large desk. On the entrance's left, there was a line of windows looking outside, but all the other walls were covered with graffiti. Puppy couldn't remember being in this place before, so she hadn't the slightest idea where to look. Can I have some help, please? Boiled Broccoli sighed. What now? Can't you even read? The man pointed at the walls. It's all there. The foal looked away, a little embarrassed. It's not that I can't read, but, well, I have problems with some letters, and I'm not very good with long words. Listen, I've read all this stuff like 100 times. It says that one day a mayor named Rainy Days arrived here from a military base in the north and founded the place. There were troubles and ponies were dying, so she wrote some important rules on these walls. The pony pointed at a long list of written words placed just behind the big desk. See? They're still there. Anyhow, she had been the first mayor of this place, as you can see on the mayor's list there. But after her, there were at least 5 other Rainy Days. It's a pretty common name around these parts. Puppysmiles tilted her head, trying to understand what the mayor was telling her, but everything she got from her fast synopsis could be summarized like this. What? Boiled sighed. Why me? Listen, we are in a situation of danger here. A big band of rangers is assaulting the city south of here, and they could be hitting us very soon. I have no time to help you fighting a 200-year-old mayor. Please go away and leave us be. There's nothing for you in this place. Honest. Puppy frowned. She didn't understand everything, but it seemed that her mom had been here, and now was gone. Again. If only this pretty pony could tell her where Mom went this time, it would have been awesome, but it seemed that she didn't want to help Puppy. If you help me, I'll give you this. Puppy looked inside her bag, searching for something pretty to barter. It's a barter. It's okay, because every pony does that. The filly found Fuzzy Ball, but she didn't want to give away her pet. No, it was better to keep Fuzzy hidden before some pony noticed her. There were many other things she could offer, like some empty bottles of Sparkle Cola, a bag of pretty caps, or a brushable Lyra. Wait, what? The fool gave a better look at the doll, to be really sure, but it was impossible not to recognize that gorgeous coat and wonderful flowing mane. Whoa! He gave me the pretty green pony, look! The puppy showed the green plastic unicorn to Boiled Broccoli. What now? The mayor raised an eyebrow, confused. Mr. Redcape, he gave me this doll. She is so cute. I love her. The filly hugged the doll in a burst of happiness. This is the best toy ever. She still has all her mane in its place, and her tail, too. The outburst of joy made the guard pony smile for a moment, but she immediately reverted to her scowl. Foals were annoying. That was all. Yes, so what? Are you trying to make me help you in exchange for a doll? Doll? Puppy froze on the spot, her joy disappearing in sudden realization. You want her, but... The foal looked at the mayor, then the doll, and again at the mayor, hesitated. This toy was really beautiful, and it was so new, but Miss Broccoli wanted it in order to help Puppy finding Mom. Sacrifices. Always sacrifices. Why this stupid place was taking from her every single nice thing she had. Not fair. Not fair at all. But these were the rules, and Mom was somewhere out there. If you help me finding Mom, Puppy hesitated before nodding, resigning. Okay, I'm giving you the cute doll, but please, will you help me? This was a hard blow. The doll was a present, but Mom? No, Puppy didn't think about it. When you'll find Mom, all of this will go away. Just one more town. Boiled Broccoli cocked her head. What the fuck, is she holding back tears? Does she really believe that I want her doll? What am I doing, teasing foals and extorting toys? When did I become like this? The mayor looked away, lowering her voice. I might help you. I think that there's some sort of computer with a logbook we can search together in the first entries to see if there's something regarding this rainy days. Come with me. The little pony inside. The guard felt very, very ashamed of herself. Oh my god, dude. oh, this poor kid. Oh man, this poor kid. You know, I swear her mother's probably dead by now, but 200 years? We've already met several other ghouls that seem to know her a little bit. Could you please speak a little lower? I'm trying to find some clues about your mother. Will you play Serrano D. Puppysmiles? Boiled Broccoli groaned, trying to ignore Puppy's chatting on the radio and put her hooves over her ears. Yes, he says he's super in love. He likes your stuff and some other stuff of yours, and he said something about a wall that burned. I didn't understand everything, but he seemed so hot. 3-7's voice danced like a pony poking out of joy. Yay, he likes me. I'm so happy. I can't believe I don't even know who we're talking about. You know, after that hacking attempt from the other day, I was quite depressed. It seemed that anything out there existed with the sole purpose of bullying me. But now that I have a secret lover, my life is pink. Yep, I know, I'm the best. No need to thank me. Now, your next move is waiting until he confesses himself, then you refuse him. There was a long pause. What? I think I heard you wrong. This is funny. It seemed to me that you told I had to refuse him. Puppy nodded wisely. Yup.
Yup.
You must always refuse him the first time, so he feels bad and loves you even more. Remember the rules. Oh, right, the rules. Okie dokie. Let's do this by the book. I'll leave everything to you, master plan, then. Puppy smiled. Don't worry, you won't regret this. Now I really have to go, because Miss Broccoli is trying to find my mom. I'll call you later and tell you what to do. Okie dokie? Okie dokie Loki. Later. The communication was interrupted while Puppy turned her attention toward the pony at the terminal. Did you find something, Miss Pretty Pony? You mean while you were giving sage advice about love to your friends? Yes, I found something. The mayor turned the computer screen, turns Puppysmiles. Is this your mother? The filly smiled happily. Yes, Mom, isn't she beautiful? My mom is the best mom ever. It was a repertoire photo, with the mayor wearing her military technician suit and a helmet. The earth pony was a slim and not very tall. Puppy shared the line of her muzzle and her eyes. Alright, here it says that she moved south to Emerald Shores. Doesn't say why, but it was almost 2 centuries ago. I don't think that... Where's Emerald Shores? Puppy asked promptly. South, past Ironworks. You can't miss it because there's only ocean past Emerald Shores. Puppy's eyes moved a little. You said that place is the last one along this stupid road? Yes, it's the last city along the Big 52. But you shouldn't call it. Yay, I found Mom. There's no other place where to go. Mom is in Emerald Shores. The filly jumped all around the room faster than a filly on a sugar bomb and sparkle cola trip. Well, actually, if you follow the coast, there's the NCA and New Cantal... No, I don't know who the NCA is. I think they might have maybe mentioned them. If that's supposed to be the version of the NCR from that they kind of foreshadowed near the end of the first story, I don't remember what they were called. I don't know who these people are. You don't give a fuck, right? You aren't even listening anymore. The filly was already on the road and was running toward the walls. Boiled broccoli sighed, oh well, at least I got rid of her. Trotting outside the town hall, the mayor was surprised to find Puppy waiting for her, especially after having seen her zooming away. What now? Weren't you chasing your mom? The foal took the green unicorn doll from her bag and offered it to Boiled. Please love her and brush her hair. Her name is Lyra and she is really, really awesome friend. The guard refused the doll, sighing, keep that thing. I'm not stealing toys from the foals. Just get out of my town as soon as possible and don't come back. We already have a load of troubles. Puppy hesitated a moment. But if you want, I can take the doll anyway. The last line gave the filly the motivation she needed to move. The foal hid the brushable toy in her bag and zoomed away, leaving alone a snickering boiled broccoli. Okay, thank you, bye. Goodbye, whiny ghost. The mayor sighed one last time, then raised her voice at the ponies on the walls. Let the foal go out and close the doors again. Organize for another night with double shifts. Make sure every farm lights a fire and keep your eyes open. Winds of war were blowing in the air, and that yellow pony was running straight into a storm. Oh well, not Boiled's problem at all. Day 12, 17 whatever p.m. Broccoli Fields, Big 52. What do you want again? What do you want again? Solo's exasperation was palpable in his voice, but Puppy didn't care. Hi, Mr. Blue. I've talked with Pink, and she is very, very interested in meeting you. She said she feels so lonely and wants new friends. What the? Wait, you convinced that artificial intelligence in Solaris Tunnel 2 to let me access its storage? Are you serious? Well, zooming through the last field south of Broccoli, Puppy frowned. I'm always serious. Yeah, she is waiting for you to sing her a serenade. So make a super romantic song and go to her so you will fall in love and you will be happy ever after. There was a long pause before Sola spoke again, and when he did so, he was confused. Thank you? I was convinced this P7 was a friend of yours. Can I ask you why you are backstabbing her like this? It doesn't seem rational. Not that I expect anything rational from you anyway. Back what? Listen, it's easy. You are a voice, she is a voice, and both of you are very, very lonely. I'm mighty sure that when you will meet, you will be super friends. And so I am friend with both of you. I want you to be friend with each other, that's all. Then another long pause rolled away with the row before Solus replied, friends, you say?
Well, we'll see. I could use a strategic ally, after all.
When the communication was cut, the radio replaced Mr. Blue's voice. Tonight, I can't say it's good night, my little ponies.
Not earlier than half an hour ago. Ironworks launched a cry for help. The ponies in the fortified town are under siege, apparently attacked by a horde of well-armed and organized raiders. If this is the wild herd, we have never seen them like this before. They have heavy weapons, combat robots, and fight like an organized group. I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, Big 52, but if we don't react now, it could be too late. And to show that lonesome pony is not all talk and no meat, I'm flying to the front with my own old rifle on my shoulders. DJ Goodstuff will take care of the radio in my absence. Be kind with her, and help her like you did with me. From LP, that is all. Have a last song.
Blessed bodies of the heavens, sun and moon of greatness light, bathe us in your warm embraces, shield us with your perilous light. Help us to stand firm as mountains, doing right and shunning wrong. May we find our strength in friendship, unite our herd as one group strong. Dang, dude. Footnote, level up. So this herd came by whatever in like 1 or 2 chapters, and suddenly they're the big deal. Interesting. Footnote, level up 14. New perk added. Boisterous incompetence. Yeah, don't worry. I know exactly what I'm... Da-boom! During dialogues or skill tests, if your skill is less than half the required score for succeeding in the feat, you get special dialogue options that have a 50% chance of success. Beware, if you fail this test, the results will be way worse than usual failure. Oh, God. Oh, Puppysmiles is screwed. We're almost done with the story here. There'll be like 1 or 2 more parts after this episode. So, wow. Once again, folks, feel free to comment down below what you think is going to happen and stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Ramble, ramble. As always, think the story is going to get interesting. Puppysmiles probably isn't going to find her mother alive and well. But, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. As always, catch you in the next one. Peace out.